Complex fractions, example 3, convert both the numerator and denominator to fractions. So I'm going to just start by putting 70 over 1. So I made that a fraction, so we're done with number 1. Change out the fraction bar for the other division symbol. So I take out the fraction bar and I put this in its place. Then I hope we're memorizing that the numerator goes first, then the denominator goes second. So numerator first, and then the denominator. And then next we need to keep change reciprocal. So keep this as 28 thirds. Change the division to multiplication. And then record the reciprocal of the 70. In this example, I'm going to multiply first and then reduce. So I'll multiply 28 times 1 and I get 28. And then 3 times 70 is 210. And then I notice that 21 is a multiple of 7 and so is 28. So when I divide 28 by 7, I get 4. I'm going to have to come down here a little bit. And then when I divide 210 by 7, I get, well, 21 divided by 7 is 3, so 210 divided by 7 is 30. Then I realize that they both have an even number in the ones place, so they can be divided by 2. Even numbers can be divided by 2. And I get 4 divided by 2 to be 2, 30 divided by 2 to be 15. I rewrote it so that now we can reduce first and then multiply. So I look diagonally, the 70 and the 28, I see right away are both even numbers. They end with an even number in the ones place. So 28 split in half is 14, 70 split in half is 35. Then I realized 14 and 35 are both divisible by 7. So I say 14 divided by 7 is 2. That's what I think about in my head. And then 35 divided by 7 is 5. All right, so I'm going to kind of make that a little bit darker so it's clearer the number that I ended up with. 1 and 3 have nothing in common that we can reduce them by to help us. So now I look at the numerator, and in the numerator I just have a 2 left over, the 28 and the 14 were crossed out, and I have a 1 left over. 2 times 1 is 2. Then down here I have a 3 and a 5 that remains, because everything else was crossed out. The 70 was crossed out, this 35 was crossed out, I was left with 5. So 3 times 5 is 15. So either way, whether you multiply first and then reduce, or reduce first and then multiply, you're going to get 2/15.